Right now, we're about maybe 18% Canada, about 50%, a little under 50% US. We have about 12% Australia, and then the rest of it's really biotech. We think we're at the very early innings of this story from a wellness perspective.
Okay, so you said you're a little over half US based?
Yeah, because think about the US right now, these institutions can't buy these stocks. So you have a lot of these companies where we think is really going to be the fangification of the US cannabis space should occur within the next, call it 6 months, right? In terms of all of the companies that are going to sort of be in the running are going to be out there as publicly traded vehicles. So that's when the race is going to go on. But we think there's a natural arbitrage there, and that we can buy these companies before the Putnams, the Vanguards, the State Streets of the world, these institutions start buying them. So we think they will, the way they did with Canada. If you look at the front page holders of the Canadian majors, all of these names are on there. We think the same thing is going to happen in the US, and the fact that that can happen yet, we think is an opportunity for investors.
Okay, now Canada is ahead of US in terms of nationwide legalization.
Yep.
Where do you see that going? What's the trajectory that you see in the US, and how does that affect your investments?
Well, the US, from a brand standpoint, from a SKU standpoint, is light years ahead of Canada, right? Canada may be ahead of the US in terms of legalization, the actual decriminalization, but the US in terms of all the different methods of delivery, in terms of the bioavailability, really in terms of the different ways you can consume this. Like in 2.0, you're not going to smoke cannabis, you're going to eat it and drink it and rub it on and take bubble baths in it, right? I always talk about, because these bath bombs are going to be a thing. So this is going to happen. So what we think is going to happen when the US decrims, you're going to see Canadian majors turn buyer, right? So you can see, we think a fair amount of pairing off going on. And whatever they don't buy, we think institutional investors are going to buy. Because think about, from a growth standpoint, there's really not that many industries out there that are offering a growth edge to the upside. If you look at cannabis as a $300 billion cash crop right now, and you factor in the optionality of the end products, and you look at cannabis and hemp as ingredients, this is just getting started.
All right, well, thanks so much for your insight, Todd Harrison of CB1 Capital. For more on the emerging cannabis market, make sure you're reading investors.com. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching Investors Business Daily on YouTube.
If you want to watch more videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing.